My girlfriend and I have been together for a good while now. We live together and hope to get married within the next year. She has a few close friends. A few of them are females and a few of them are guys. I obviously have no problem that she has close guy friends. I have some close friends that are girls as well. There is one guy that I'd say is probably her best friend. She seems to hang out with them more than the rest of her friends. They've known each other ever since they were kids. She tells me that they are practically brother and sister. They've never dated and he is currently engaged to someone. I think he's a cool guy. I hang out with them most of the time when they do stuff. Sometimes they hang out alone or just go places by themselves together. I'm okay with this too, as I'm not overly clingy or jealous. We live fairly close to a nude beach. She likes to go a good bit with her friends. She usually goes with her two close girlfriends. I don't feel comfortable going, but I always am happy for her to go with them. I usually get some nice pictures of her there, so I never can complain lol. Well, this past weekend she said that she was thinking about going on Saturday morning. She didn't say who she was going with, so I assumed it was going to be with her two girlfriends. That's who she normally goes with. Sometimes a few of their guy friends or the other girls' boyfriends will join them. That afternoon I received my normal picture of her there. This time I noticed her guy friend in the background. I asked her if him and his girlfriend went with her and her friends. She said no, it's just us lol. I texted her and told her that seems kinda weird. She didn't text me back. A few hours went by and she finally came back to our place. When she got home I questioned her why she didn't text me back. She explained that she didn't see the most recent text from me. I was suspicious that she was lying at this point. I told her that it made me uncomfortable that she went with another guy to a nude beach alone. She seemed confused as to why I was upset. I told her that it just seemed weird and that I didn't like the idea of it. She started to become upset at this point. She told me that I can't tell her what to do. She also said that it's not right that I won't let her and her friend hang out alone just because he is a guy. I told her it's not just because he is a guy but because they were nude together. She promised that there was nothing entitledparents about it and that she didn't think it was weird at all. At this lobby I gave up and stopped talking to her about it at this point. We haven't been the same around each other since. I'm not sure if something is actually going on between them or if she is just upset with me. What should I do at this point? Is she possibly cheating? Comment 1. To be fair, she sent you a picture and the guy was in the background. Be a pretty stupid thing to do if she was trying to hide it. On the other hand, if she doesn't understand why you aren't comfortable with that, then she needs to take a good hard look in the mirror. I'd calmly explain your side again and try have a good talk, and if she is irrational I'd quite simply tell her you aren't being controlling, you just aren't comfortable, and ask if she wants to take a break. You might find your answer then. Comment 2. There is no excuse for a chick in a relationship to be going to a nude beach, and she's a liar about not texting you back. She was probably ducking him then. What is wrong with you younger dudes letting your girlfriend/wife hang out with other dudes? That is going to be an issue if she cared for you. Like, yeah, you think she does? No way wookle she put herself in harm's way like that. Say she was innocent. She's not trying nothing, I promise you. At that not message this dude is getting sent her back. T=oh the street where the trash goes. She is not worthy of a relationship. Be a man. Comment 3. Dudes have only one reason to be friends with a chick: to get her naked. Your girlfriend already took care of that. Now you tell me what's going through this pos of a dude's mind as Hess looking as at your chick's naked body. Only one thing, then she will duck him, blame it on him because he continually pressured her when she showed to be naked around some dude that's ducked up. She's a hoe bro. A chick with any moral fiber at all would not subject herself to that. She belongs in the street where the trash goes. Comment 4. You're going to be in denial about this. You won't believe dozens of random strangers on Reddit over this woman you love and trust, and why should you? Only you can decide what's right for your relationship. But as a multiple victim of cheating, this is a problem. Not to say she's definitely cheating, but she doesn't respect your discomfort, your concern, your feelings. She turned it around on you. Be open, honest, and heartfelt in telling her this bothers you. If she continues to deflect and make this about you being controlling rather than her being inappropriate, which she is, considering you're uncomfortable with it, then go through whatever angst and agony it takes to get out. It will be the worst pain in your life, until you find out the hard way she's sleeping with this friend. I'm just a stranger on the internet. Bye. Please have that hard conversation and be willing to make a painful decision to save a more painful one later. Best of luck to you, and I sincerely hope it's just a lapse in communication that can be resolved. Comment 5. I don't think nude beaches are entitledparents places at all. It is just a group of people comfortable with nudity. This is what I hear from people that do go to them. I don't go to them because I would feel uncomfortable and really don't want to see most people nude. I think your GF has more of a chance to cheat in a private setting than she does at a nude resort. So, while going to a nude resort is somewhat unusual, I would be more concerned if she was spending a lot of time with one person and are talking to them constantly. If she is really into another guy, she will normally start becoming more distant to you. Those are the signs you need to look for emo. If you can, try and stop worrying so much about it. And, if you act controlling, I am not saying you are, it is just going to push her away. You have to trust your partners in a relationship as you cannot protect them from everyone else in life. If you are uncomfortable with your GF's choices, she may not be right for you in the long run. Comment 6. Your boundaries not being respected should be enough to justify concern, and speaking up is the correct reaction. However, her deflection, just friends attitude and not answering your texts does point to her preemptively training you to allow for her bad behavior. I hate to break it to you, your girl is ducking this dude, and all of her other male friends. The behavior says enough, and at the end of the day, picture your life with her down the road, now with a kid, now you at home with that kid while she's off doing something that doesn't permit you to follow up with her. She has trained you well enough that she will be out with whomever else she wants while her beta husband is home tending to the family while she's out banging Chad. 100%, she's cheating on you. Tight, you can't be in a long-term relationship without discovering patterns, which are now becoming very obvious and apparent, which is why she deflects. It's a matter of time when she realizes her behaviors and her permissibility for being able to tell you BS will become too hard and she will go back on her excuse that you are controlling and will divorce you. Do not marry this girl, get out while you can. Cheers. Comment 7. She prioritized her freedom over your feelings. And you were not controlling at all, you expressed how uncomfortable you were but she got pretty defensive? I don't know, man. As a female, it's still really uncomfortable and the way she acted was immature. There are a lot of red flags, but if you really want to make it work, talk about boundaries. If she doesn't respect, then she's not right for marriage. Why would she jeopardize a potential marriage over a guy friend? Her priorities need to be straightened out. Please update us about it, you'll be okay op. Comment 8. What happened at the beach happened, you can't change that now. What you can do is step back from her. Restrict your conversation with her and go and do whatever you want, and if she doesn't like it then tell her you can't tell me what to do. Emotionally block her if you have to. Sooner or later the truth will come out, so prepare yourself for an exit plan. Comment 9. Boundaries are important. If she can't understand that your relationship needs some boundaries, then move on. It's not about you controlling her, it's about her controlling herself as a sign that your feelings matter. Going to a nude beach with a friend without your partners is weird. If she can't compromise, then bounce. Comment 10. No, this is highly strange behavior. 1. She did not tell you and ask if you are comfortable with that as her significant other. 2. She ignored you after called out. 3. She is dismissive of your feelings and says she can do what she wants. No, she most certainly cannot. She is in a relationship, and no matter how innocent it was according to her, this is by no means acceptable. Also, why did this man not tell her that this was a bad idea? Does his fiancé know? As a man, he should have known this is not okay and guided her against it if he is like a brother to her. I'm not saying she is cheating, but this is not okay. She also did not try to fix it and allowed tension to grow. You should heavily consider whether this is something you want to spend your life dealing with, because she is probably going to want to keep this friendship for life. Comment 11. I guess it all depends if there were other red flags, because she clearly wasn't hiding anything from you on this occasion. I mean, she sent you a pic like she usually does and he was in the background of the picture. I'd be more suspicious if she wouldn't send a pic and you didn't know he was with her. She didn't seem like she was hiding it, and not sending a text message right back isn't a huge thing to me, as she was at the beach and probably didn't want to be constantly on her phone. I mean, being nude with someone who you consider like a brother is a bit weird, but so is going to a nude beach with a bunch of friends and sometimes boyfriends, but that's just me, but to each their own. I think unless there are other suspicions, I'd keep quiet until you have solid proof either way, otherwise if you're wrong you're just gonna push your GF away. Comment 12. People often want to find out what their partners or their children or other loved ones are doing in their absence. View call. Have access to see call logs for both incoming and outgoing calls. You can view other information such as contact name, number, date and duration of calls. SMS. Have access to see all messages, received and deleted text messages. These apps will answer your questions on hacking. Future38@gmail.com. View location. Know exactly where the target device is at any time or where they have been in the past. View all browser history for any day on your target device. WhatsApp messages. View all messages from WhatsApp on your target device. View messages. View all messages on Facebook Messenger. Have access to all the photos that are on your target device. Comment 13. In every relationship I have ever been in where there is a girl and a guy who are friends, there has always been some level of attraction. Maybe she's into him. Maybe he's into her. Maybe both. No matter what the backstory. It has consistently turned into something more eventually, every single time. This is just my experience, but it's a massive red flag for temptation at some point. If you and her got into an argument, would she stay and work the issue out with you, or go and cry on his shoulder? Also, do you feel like you're tagging along everywhere, with the plans they made? For me, if I get into a relationship and the dynamic becomes like that, I have to walk away. It's happened every time. Comment 14. Does she always tell you who she is going to be with at the beach? I mean all of the girls and all of the guys. If yes, then she is in the wrong. She at a minimum was being sneaky. If no, then you are in the wrong. I am not saying that you are wrong for feeling how you do, but wrong because you know she goes to a nudist beach with mixed company and now you are acting like her doing so with this guy makes you suspect that she is cheating. If you aren't comfortable with a person who can be at a public beach, where clothing is optional, break up. That is your right as it is her right to go to a nudist beach with who she wants. Comment 15. How is it even a question of going to a nude beach with male friends? I mean, she should have immediately known without a doubt that's a no. Why is it that some people think they are above temptation? That them and them alone can navigate the murk and mire of moral ambiguity only to come out clean on the other side. I'd never cheat with anyone I knew, but there are 9 billion people out there, anything can happen and you probably need to be clothed when it does. She got caught, she was sending you your picture like always knowing you suspect something if she didn't and red-handed. Maybe he was already there, they probably didn't, but now you have to wonder, and will these friends back her up and hide it for her? You need to talk about it seriously and like adults, and if you have to explain to her why it's not cool to go to nude beaches with your guy friends, because she sees nothing wrong with it, walk away. You aren't going all over looking at other women naked and she would be pissed if you did. Thanks you for watching. Everyday new movies. See you soon.